So the defenses that held, and especially in that last match, a 99% defense was a determining factor, along with the 3-star that was able to be picked up.
For all the viewers at home, keep a close eye on these next two wars, because this is when the clans will pull out all the stops. It's now or never between your next two clans in the lower bracket.
I can't believe we are already in the knockout stages of the World Finals, Lady B, and I can't believe that the clans with this caliber are in this position. Darkest MuZhan versus HT Family, and we're starting off with last year's MVP player, Wei, for Darkest MuZhan.
Wei needs to shake off the nerves that he had initially today. I think it took a lot of us by surprise that he did not come in with a strong start with that triple. So now it's his opportunity for redemption to come through and start his team off strong here with the Zapquake Lalo, looking to take out the core of the base and gets that queen down.
Very nicely done, getting the scatter shot as well, and as you mentioned, the core of the base is crucial in this attack with him using a Lava Loon style strategy. The Royal Champion aiming to take down the Multi-Inferno will get that area, and this is a beautiful start. I think he is very much in for that redemption.
This is so narrowed out here. We see this for hybrid type attacks and hog type attacks when you're doing these queen charges, but Zapquakes can offer you the same type of value with a proper setup, which he has gotten here. And we have no air sweepers to worry about as well. He is on a good start with the king taking on the town hall. The queen not providing too much more support. She took on a little bit too much damage, but just needs that town hall down.
He is just going to get it as well. The king was dotting inside the wall, outside the wall with the Tesla. Also took the queen by surprise, and unfortunately, he's actually lured the clan castle, which I'm not sure he was expecting. Keep an eye on the headhunters. He will have to be careful with the Grand Warden, and if they go for it. So he decides to use the poison, delaying the Grand Warden. Very smart.
Very smart indeed, but we need to see those headhunters remain in there to get taken out, and they're on the chase, on the prowl. KLY is going to have a big defense he can potentially hope for, but he forces the Warden ability. Minions take it out. Now, it doesn't give him exactly where he wanted this to go, but he's trying to clear his way through this base.
It could still work out, depending on what is in the Stone Slammer, because he has the haste and the freeze, and you've got to say, Wei is giving it everything he has here to keep his cool. Grand Warden's ability going off early was not what he needed, still has 3 balloons. What do you think here, Lady B? Can he get this?
This Stone Slammer has held on so long. A little bit of the worry here is the Hound, but the Stone Slammer has time to get through. One shot from the scatter shot would get it down, but it opens up anyway, and he's got the drags, he's got the loons. Loons will go down. He's got additional push coming from the outside edges, but we've not only got the scatter shot, we've got the wizard tower, additional splash damage coming around, and the dragon went for that Hound.
So close. If the dragon had have moved up over, it could have been a different story. A better start for Wei and Darkest MuZhan for this war. He got the 85% 2-star in the opening match. They did put up 11 stars when they took the defeat to existence, and HT Family didn't get a 3-star. So they will be wanting to put the opening 3-star up here to not only give them some confidence, but take the lead.
90% is not a bad place to be, though. When we do look at these percentage factors, 85 is typically what we say, but in the 90s is that zone. If you get into that 90%, typically it's no big issue for you, of course, unless there are some sneaky defenses that pop into place. Even that 99 can't save you. But KLY has an opening here. He has an opportunity. It's his time to shine, and he brings in the Hero Dive Lalo. No Zapquakes on this one.
Yeah, interesting. He did use the Zap Lalo in the opening wall, keeping with the air strike, but he is switching up the entry. Notice the scatter shot pushed all of the way to the 9 o'clock area, definitely pushing into that, but with an ice golem and both of the heroes, do you think he's trying to get to the middle scatter shot here as well?
I do. I think he wants to get a little bit more value out of this. coming through the ice golem. When you see ice golems, you know that you want a big push. Not only that you have a lot of damage coming on to you, which we see with the expos coming down and around, but you want to get that extra push. We want to see the air sweepers go down so he can work right behind from the town hall. The queen a bit distracted though, and the single targeting inferno. He's going to have to drop this freeze, but the queen's not going for the air sweeper.
Oh, and with the battle blimp as well, he sent it in alongside the lava loon to try and take down the queen. Nice use of the E-drag inside to just pop the queen off first thing. But I do worry about the central scatter shot being up. We have lava loon coming in from each and every angle here. I don't know how KLY is keeping up to date with this and keeping on track.
We've got that Skelly spell that could get placed right in the dead zone there. That Skelly spell might be what he needs, but he's got to get through this town hall. The warden ability, the aura going off, keeping the loon safe. And look at this push into the scatter shot. We've got the distraction of those Skellies to keep the loon safe from the scatter. It's got another push, maybe a little extra life with the haste coming in.
Is it going to be enough? The haste comes down. We'll push the balloons to the single. I think he's got it as they get to the wizard tower. It goes down. 1 minute on the clock. HT family putting up their first 3-star of today. And when it really matters, because this war means everything, the loser is knocked out of the competition. And HT family are taking an early lead here, Banks.
Yes, Judo, you're definitely right. Took the words right out of my mouth. I was going to say that HT family bringing out the triples right when they need it, because coming up against a clan like Darkest MuZhan, you've got to bring your A game, and especially in the knockout stages like you've mentioned. But Darkest MuZhan still putting up a high percentage 2-star, so they're very much not out of this race, just trailing by a star, but there is plenty of attacks to come, Lady B.
There are plenty of attacks, but you want to try and get a commanding position from the start of this war. It motivates your team, and it just gets, I always call it psychological warfare. The way you get your team lined up to fire is the way you get your team ready to go for a win. But 25 Plus still has the opportunity to try and turn this one around. He is coming in with the witches. We see a lot of success with these witches lately, particularly with these open style bases.
Yeah, and definitely when you see the lightnings taking down the scatter shot, which is what we have seen. Now, interestingly enough, when we surveyed a lot of the players, 25 Plus said what makes their clan special is they don't all speak the same language. So I think they have done phenomenally well to put themselves one of the best clans in the world, despite not being able to fluently communicate. But here he comes with the witches, Lady B. 2 jump spells, looking to get all of the way through the base.
Yeah, the 2 jump spells help with that first one to get straight through towards a town hall, ensuring that there's not too much of a split around. But with the second one, getting through to the core, and then we've got an easy push. They just need to break through 1 layer of walls after that and get through, but they need to make it to the town hall.
Oh, they do, and there's a headhunter on the queen, which pops the ability that is so huge, because the witches are nowhere near. He needs the town hall down. Queen thankfully does step up there, and it should go down, but he's lost a lot of force through the base now. Witches are struggling. We've got a multi-target inferno shredding them, and with the back end scatter shot, I'm not sure he can get this done.
Back end scatter shot's gonna be a big pain for him. He still has the eagle to worry about as well. But the hogs that came out of the siege barracks have helped to protect the royal champion just a little bit, but not enough because they died down. And this is where we would have wanted to see that queen alive, that queen ability coming into play. The royal champion trying to give it her all, but it is not gonna be enough against fire.
HT family must be just undescribable what they must feel like right now coming into this war with the wild card vote. Darkest MuZhan, winners of the King of the Castle, with a perfect war against the Queen Walkers, and they have came in with a 3-star, a massive defense. Do you think maybe they have held on to some of their top bases until they are in a knockout situation, Lady B?
I think so. I've actually heard that from some of the players, that when they wind up in these scenarios, that's what they're looking to do. And it's almost like the safe zone that you do have the lower bracket. So this is where you come out swinging. This is where you come out with the punches, and particularly on defense. Like I said earlier, I am incredibly surprised at the defenses that are coming through. They have saved their best bases for this World Championship Finals, but I am not surprised that we're continuing to see some great things coming from HT family.
Absolutely, I totally agree. They are a very underestimated clan coming into this. The creativity we seen in their qualifiers was amazing. They were the clan which brought the Lightning Spell, Earthquake and Royal Champion Shield method to the meta. So they will be looking to get another 3-star here, put themselves even further in the lead, and maybe just start catching the eye of some of the other clans.
I know they caught my eye in the August qualifiers. The way they came through with their different style of track strategies and thinking outside of the box. They had brought us the Super Archer attack as well. Now, while it wasn't successful, it was enough to take notice of them, and that's what they're looking to do here in this finals. Fire coming down, firing the Zapquake to open up for a P.E.K.K.A. smash.
Interesting, totally different to what we have seen, but with the single down, just wanting to pick off the Archer Tower. Now, he does find 2 Tesla, which he wasn't expecting. The Royal Champion will take a little bit more damage now from that, and actually there's more of them alongside Skellies. This could be dangerous for Fire.
It could be dangerous, but he'll pick up some decent value, sends in a Loon to try and help hold things off, but more Skellies coming down and around and causing problems for this Royal Champion, but at least the Loon is there to tank. We've got the Queen lined up, and with those Loons that have already been dropped, it navigates the push for the Queen and those healers.
I mean, I can't help but think that maybe Fire expected the Tesla, because I'm not sure what else he would have got if the Tesla weren't there with the Royal Champion. It seems like she wouldn't have got too much more value than what she just got, so I think he's pretty happy with that. Super Wall Breakers will open up the compartment for the Queen to break in, and he's already set a beautiful funnel to the 6 o'clock area, and I think the Queen is aiming towards that Town Hall. Just snipe that off as well as they cruise on past.
She would do some good work there, getting her way in. Warden ability goes off, keeps everything safely through. He's got a lot of damage coming down. The jump leads across. The bowlers are going for the Town Hall, but did not make that connection there. We've got a delayed Ice Golem, though, to come in.
He's trying to just do anything to get the Town Hall. I am so surprised he used the jump there. I thought he was going to send the bowlers to the right, try and send the Queen to the left. He's trying to send in the Baby Dragon now to the Town Hall with the Ice Golem potentially freezing it. This could be devastation for HT family, and it could be their lead gone already. Can the Baby Dragon get it, Lady B?
The Baby Dragon looks like he's got just enough power. He gets it down. That Ice Golem helping out a huge amount. And while this doesn't put them in a continuous commanding potential lead that they want, recovering the 2-star is critical.
Absolutely, and the recognition that he just had to send everything to the Town Hall. The Baby Dragon wouldn't have got it. He needed the Ice Golem was fantastic, and sometimes being a top-level player is knowing when to shift your focus from the 3-star to the 2-star, and he did that fantastically, Banks.
Yes, he did, Judo. That was pretty intense, actually, watching that, because he had to ensure he got the Town Hall. Otherwise, we were looking at a 75% or 78% 1-star, which is just, that would have been devastating for HT family. But luckily, they managed to maintain it. They still lead by 1 star going into the 3rd attack, but Darkest MuZhan looking to, you know, grab that opportunity with both hands and try and catch up with these stars, Lady B.
Darkest MuZhan has this opportunity, but I'm impressed to see that he was able to recover that so well, not only picking up the 2-star, but picking up a reasonable value with things going quite so wrong there and keeping their percent lead on this as well. But Ty needs to find an opportunity for Darkest MuZhan. We saw them finding opportunities in their qualifiers, the 5th qualifier that they won, by winning by 1 building in this. E-Drag attack, though, to come through, trying to find this opening. We've got a straight, direct path, but very wide.
Yeah, a very quick start as well. We've already deployed a couple of rage spells. Grand Warden's ability is off. HT family are known for this attack strategy, so it's interesting that Ty believes he could take down one of their bases with it. 1 drag on the Town Hall. Wow, it does take it down, but they almost found themselves in the position that HT family were.
This scatter shot, look at the scatter shot, Judo. This has opened up a massive path for these E-Drags, and another one comes out. Ty is just making a mess of this base, and this has got to be a pretty big blow. I don't know if HT family, like you said, being the ones that know an E-Drag attack so well, do they expect to see their opponents coming through and being able to dominate one of their bases this way?
I don't think they did, and domination is the word. There is 1 minute and 35 seconds left. He has the Queen's ability, and check it out. He hasn't even deployed the Royal Champion. Are you joking me? This is incredible. In the World Finals, to take down a base without the Royal Champion in half of the time. Wow. Ty can take a bow because that was incredible.
I am utterly speechless on this one. This must be the first time, not that we've seen a swag ability, a swag hero, but an actual swag hero. He didn't even drop the hero at all. And who would have thought, when defense is so critical at this point, that a base, you could find that kind of weakness in it?
Oh, it's interesting though, because I know it's a very rare opportunity and it very rarely happens, but we know it is stars, percentage, and if both of them are the same, it is then down to time. Could Darkest MuZhan have taken down that base quicker by using the Royal Champion, just popping the ability? Is that going to come back to bite them? I hope not. I really hope not.
I hope not either. Now we do have IzK coming in again with another traditional hero dive, Lalo. No Zapquakes in this, but we do have the addition of that Skelly spell again, which we originally saw was used to help distract a scatter shot. We're gonna have to see how he's looking to work his way in, but he's got a nice start. Headhunter trying to help take down the Queen as the King struggling. King gets it down, and we still have the Queen's ability just to pick up a little bit more, including this Royal Champion and the Earth.
King taking down the Queen was huge, and look at the Headhunters moving in as well to help take down the defending Royal Champion, so the Queen can hold on to her ability and hopefully take down the scatter shot. But with the defensive Lava Hound, we are seeing that a lot today, distracting the Queen. I'm not sure that she's going to get it. Oh, she's down. Oh,
that's a tough one. He's got to try and pull them to the side, but he can't. He's got nothing to take them out with, and this is targeting the loons, at very least the loons. He's got the blimp sailing across and gets going with his Lalo. HT family potentially losing a big position on this lead, but he gets down into the core with the blimp, gets a scatter shot down, and continues his path.
I think he took out pretty much all of the red balloons in the center of the base there with the battle blimp. So that has to be a bonus, swaying back in the favor of IzK with his lava loon attack. He does have a bit of a dangerous area to the back end of the base, but he's got a lot of spells here. Grand Warden's ability trying to save onto that for the Town Hall. There is the rage with the Grand Warden's ability. It does fall, and I think he could still get this one, Lady B.
With a freeze and a haste and so many loons pushing around and all the traps down, there's no jinxing that could stop this one from getting done. What a miraculous turnaround on this, that it looked, with the hound popping, that it could have posed a threat, but his own pups and minions helped to clear that out, and this beautiful Lalo push from IzK comes through and brings them the 3-star.
Notice the one balloon he saved onto. Very smart move, just to ensure that he could clear the base a little bit quicker. But check it out, Lady B. There are storages and the clan castle in the center with the minion and the lava pups. Come on, they need to get through this. So you have not jinxed it. Come on.
I know, I just realized that I'm looking at all these storages here in the core of the base. One archer up top gets it down. Minions, pups coming through. The loons won't make it, but can they do it?
Come on.
They're just there, and yes, he gets it.
My word! On the buzzer! That was incredible! incredible, and it could be the difference maker in this Warbanks.
It could be. Well, that was a roller coaster of emotions for I think everyone watching and just listening to you two. That was an absolute roller coaster. Suddenly realizing that the time fail was on the cards right till the very end, but Iske managing to secure a triple and to just keep that 1-star lead ahead of Darkest MuZhan going into the 4th attacks, Lady B.
I am so glad I didn't jinx this one. I can still go unscathed so far, but there's more attacks to go. And we're gonna have to see if Kartik can escape the Lady Jinx coming in with his zap. We've got a Zap Quake, Queen Charge, Lalo here. So the Zap Quake combination, the 1-1 combo to help loosen up the single targeting Inferno for the Royal Champion seeking shield so she can take it out. And this navigates the path for the Queen Charge, eliminating that single targeting Inferno. That would heat her up and ensuring that she doesn't have to force through that ability early on.
Yeah, absolutely. And with no defenses in that area, it means just one baby dragon can help set up the funnel and move the queen down. I think we've both calmed down a little bit here so we can focus on the next attack. You're just as relieved as HT family were, I believe. But the queen is in a bit of a tricky situation with the Lava Hound in there distracting her, and there's still a headhunter at the back. The poison finally takes it down though.
Poison takes it down. The queen's in a good spot where she's just away from any additional defenses. Again, the main thing is trying to keep your queen ability as long as possible, especially because of the push he's going for. But the king's looking to direct more of the path here. And I don't know that he's got... he gets the wall breakdown, does get it open, but we need to see the queen work her way into the scatter shot.
Just in time, and I think the queen moving to that right side might be a benefit, but it's difficult to say. She needs to step back around after taking the enemy queen. She's down! He got the freezing too late! The queen is down! And that is a nightmare for Kartik. It is just falling ever so further apart for them.
Oh, that's a tough recovery when your queen dies out with the investment of the healers. That queen charge, you're talking about a quarter of your troop capacity and what you're not taking down. Now, at least the healers took on some damage as the Stone Slammer worked through, but there's a headhunter still on the board.
Yeah, I thought he was going to send it into the queen, but the dragon fortunately took her down. Is it too little too late, though? I think he should have sent the headhunter in to help with percentage. He wanted to save it for the Royal Champion, but he's just got too much base to deal with, and he needs to try and get the percentage. It's still in the 50s here, and HT family are so far in the lead at this point.
HT family is not stopping. They're not ceasing to surprise us here. And I think this big one is how big this defense is. It's tough in this current meta with so many different strategies, with so many different top players, top teams in this World Championship finals, to be able to defend against everything and everyone. So when you come through and you bring a solid defense to the game here, a 65% at that even, you are in a massive position. Banks had asked earlier on if I thought HT family taking down ATN was going to put them in a favorite position, but something like this does.
It certainly will, because, oh wow, that is one, quite a celebration. That is quite a celebration. But I think the one thing I would say is that we have seen a couple of slip-ups as well. The late freeze spell there was actually what cost him. So I think we are seeing the strongest bases and the best defensive meta being displayed, but also a couple of nerves showing from the teams.
Nerves are the toughest part. There's a lot on the line here. These teams have worked very hard to get to this place. And Darkest MuZhan, at this point, they would need to see some incredible defense to even fathom this turning around. But I see you just keeping on track here, can keep his team moving forward to victory and coming in with something that we don't often get to see from many teams. And that's the Mass Hog.
Yeah, looks like we're diving in towards the town hall first. ICU enjoys basketball in his spare time, and his entire team believe he is the strongest player. So he is coming in for the slam dunk to finish this war off and put themselves pretty much too far ahead of Darkest MuZhan to be able to catch up. Struggling to get the Town Hall though, Lady B. I think he is going to get it, but maybe he wanted a little bit more than that.
I think he wanted more than that. The king walks around the outside. Would have been nice to see him doing the tanking for the queen. We still have the super minions to worry about. The king was not meant to necessarily do all this cleanup here. He's a tanky item that you want, charging the force, taking on things. Now he does do that for the hogs here. He's got a decent shape up, but it was those super minions that are the biggest threat to this now.
Hogs are taking early damage from the scatter shot. Sometimes we do see the Grand Warden's ability go off early on. He managed to get the heal spell in just in time because the Hogs were about to take damage from the Wizard Tower. Fortunately, a couple of the Hogs do get the scatter shot. He's still got a lot of them moving around the outside, but I do worry a little bit about the pathing towards the Eagle and the scatter. He has to be perfect with the next heal spells.
Heal spells need to go down. Also, we need to see the Royal Champion working her way to the scatter shot to take it on. He's been hanging on to this ability just for this occasion. Freeze coming down to extend it as long as possible. Gets it down. Will knock it out before the king gets to her, and the heal to help her and the hogs come through.
Getting the scatter shot was so crucial in this attack, particularly with the multi-target inferno, but check out the Tesla. That will move the pathing of the Hog Riders around the multi and the Wizard Tower, and I think that is going to be enough to finish them off. It still keeps the percentage high for HT Family. They are still a star in the lead, so we really need a 3-star from Darkest MuZhan if they want to win this one, and probably still a slip-up from HT Family, Banks.
Yes, exactly. It seems like it was a bit of a slip-up. It actually seemed like that attack had quite a lot of momentum going in towards the back end, and then it just fizzled out really quickly. But yes, Darkest MuZhan are being provided maybe a slither of hope going into this with 1 star being behind. This has to be a triple right here, right now, Lady B.
B's got a big task ahead of him for his team. That 3-star, we did see it can happen. Queen Walker showed us anything is possible. That 99% defense is all you need. Darkest MuZhan has shown us that anything is possible. That 1 building is all you need to get it done. If he picks up this 3-star, that would help out for a possible opening. But again, defense is our main factor.
Yeah, Darkest MuZhan taking down Tribe in the final of their qualifier with that single building. So they know when a close war is upon them, and B can only do all he can do here. He used this strategy in his first wall earlier on today, and it was actually a 60% 2-star that he was able to achieve. So he obviously still has confidence in it to use it again in this attack, Lady B.
This attack strategy right now, witches are great meta. Again, because we see these open wall bases, you don't need to invest too much, though he does have a big push with the wall breakers. He's got the 1 jump to make his connection through, and that Zapquake is what helps shape up the pathing, and we can see how narrowed out it's become. But I like this long push from the witches at the 12 o'clock side of the base that we're going to see working their way into the Eagle Chamber.
Yeah, and they can take a lot of time, witches, so they are deployed early. We can probably suspect the king and the siege barracks to the right. There they are, right as I was about to say it. It's like he read my mind. But the witches should now be able to just be drawn onto the inside. A couple of other super wall breakers continue to push the walls. If he can get further into the base because he still has another, then the jump spell provides him access through the entirety of the base.
That jump spell is going to help out quite a bit. Look at the position here. Everything else is open once he gets past that town hall chamber. We've got P.E.K.K.A.s working along the king. King still hanging on to the ability. The queen, royal champion awarded, all here at the end of the raid, being able to hold on as much as possible. But the warden gets it off to try and keep everything safely through the town hall and the hound.
They were taking a lot of damage in the center, the witches, so the Grand Warden's ability was crucial to protect the witches, allow them to spawn some more skeletons in front of them, but they are now going up against the town hall. He's pressed the queen's ability to take it down early. That was such a good move with the royal champion coming through. This might be the sliver of hope that Darkest MuZhan need.
this has even more for the back end of the base. Not only do we have the witches, the P.E.K.K.A.s working their way through. He's hanging on to a loon, a baby dragon to help with the cleanup, but this has so much time, so much power. A full health warden who is unfortunately taking on the heat from the single. No, is he? He's gone down, but that wall break, look where it opens, gets the slew of skellies on the single targeting Inferno, and with that he has everything he needs to work his way in, witches with the range to take on the Teslas.
Baby dragon onto the wizard tower means that all of the witches and that huge pack of wizards are still alive. It is the 3-star for Darkest MuZhan, and it keeps the pressure on HT family. They need to respond now. They can't just cruise through this. Jim Moo, who is their final attacker, is going to have to perform now. It will be a 2-star, high percentage that he could still win on, but it just means there's a lot more now riding on this attack.
This is still a comfortable position for Jin Moo coming in because it is a 2-star that's needed to help hold this on for the win for them. But this is where pressure can get to people, and just because you know you have a safe opportunity to go for it doesn't mean you can get it done. The Royal Champion to lead the way here takes off that Seeking Shield to open up the path for this Queen charge.
Yeah, the Royal Champion didn't quite take down the Wizard Tower, but it's not that big of a deal. The Queen will be able to get into the base, and Jim Moo will need 63% 2-star in order to get this one. Now, the Town Hall is a little bit more centralized in this base, so maybe he is going to have to play it a little bit more safe. He's got the Battle Blimp. Do you think that's maybe coming in for the Town Hall?
I do believe that would be coming in for the Town Hall. The Queen is rotating around the outside of the space, which is not what he wanted to see. The Royal Champion still remains, but he's got 2 more wall breakers to force this Queen in, and if he can get to the Scattershots, the Eagle, and even push the Queen in, he could potentially take down that Town Hall. I like to think that a lot of times there are Plan A's and Plan B's in place, just in case they need to make a factor change in what's going on for the Town Hall. And the Queen here in that perfect position to take on the Eagle and work her way up to the Town Hall if she can survive the damage.
Well, if any clan is testimony of switching mid-attack, it is HT family with that beautiful adaptation earlier on in the war. But the Queen is using the ability with the Headhunters. I was worried she was going to go down there, but she should survive. I do think you're right. He wants the Town Hall with the Queen. That's why he's using the freeze on the Expo. But he might have to use that Battle Blimp for the Town Hall if she's not careful and gets in there.
Yeah, this is the Plan B that we're talking about. But he switches over to the Stone Slammer, actually, to come into play, because it gets a direct push, taking on the defenses, doing the tanking, and then can work its way through, helping to provide an early lead in. He's got the wall breakers underway, opening up that path. I saw one sneak in there, but can he get the push coming for the Town Hall? He's waiting for either the damage or that 51% factor and hanging on to the Warden ability.
Oh, the Stone Slammer moves to the Town Hall. I thought everything was moving around, as you've seen. The balloons just slowly moving away from the Town Hall. Thankfully, it does get to it. He gets the 2-star. We're into 60%. I think he has got it more than likely in the next second. There we go, 64%. HT family take the victory. They will move forward, and Darkest MuZhan are the first team leaving the World Finals, Lady B.
That is not, I think, what anyone would have predicted to see from Darkest MuZhan, who had such a great performance in the qualifiers. Today has not been their day, but HT family taking everyone on by surprise, as we would expect them to do. They're doing miraculous things with their attacks and with their defenses, Banks.
Jin Moo puts HT family into day 2 of the World Finals. Congratulations to them. Unfortunately, Darkest MuZhan will be leaving the competition and are no longer in the World Finals. But I mean, such incredible attacks, from both clans going into that, and it went right down to the wire, right down to the last attack where he needed that 2-star just to close things out. But they weren't leaving anything up to chance there, HT family. They had to get that 63%, and they secured the victory that they needed. So if we look at that, look at the stats.